everyone. I welcome you all in this new video. In this video, we are going to start a new topic, network analysis. So in this, we are going to see a definition of network, what is network, and in what way network can be drawn. Okay, so first of all, let us see a definition. Network. A network is graphical and logical model or plan which lists out the sequence of various operations with interdependencies which require to be performed for the final achievement of the project objectives. This is definition of network. So the network is graphical and logical model or plan. Okay, network shows the plan. Plan shows the various activities and their interdependencies on each other. Okay, so figure shows the network. In this figure, the interdependencies are shown. Various activities and their interdependencies. So activities like excavation regarding the building construction. I have drawn this network regarding the building construction. So first of all, activity excavation is completed, then soiling and PCC, then reinforcement binding and concreting, and after that, murum filling in the excavation trenches is completed. Every network shows the activities and their duration to complete. Okay, so this is a network diagram. This network diagram shows the plan or which is a graphical or logical model. This plan shows the sequence of various operations, sequence of various activities. Like first of all, excavation will be carried out. After that, soiling will be carried out. Then PCC will be carried out. Likewise, the sequence of all the activities with interdependencies. Interdependencies means soiling and PCC is depending upon the excavation. Soiling and PCC can be possible after completion of excavation only. Therefore, soiling is depending upon the excavation and PCC is depending upon the excavation and soiling. After soiling only, PCC can be possible. So these are the interdependencies of different activities on each other. Okay. So this is an arrow diagram. This is a network diagram. It is also called as arrow diagram. This is an arrow diagram consisting and only arrows and circle. You can see in the figure circle and arrow, circle and arrow. So it consists of only arrows and circles drawn to represent the interrelationship and sequence of activities. So interrelationship, first of all, excavation. Excavation shown by this arrow. Okay, and arrow shows that excavation is completed and soiling and PCC started. So this consists of only arrows and circle diagram, which shows the interdependencies and sequence of all the activities. So whole this figure is called as a network figure. So we will see in detail what are the different constituent parts or constituents of this network diagram. This is network diagram is in front of you. This is a short network diagram which shows its constituent parts. So let us see what are the different constituent parts of this network diagram. As we already see, network diagram is consist of circle and arrows, which shows the interdependencies and sequence of all the activities in the project. So this is also one of the short network diagram. This is only for your reference to know the constituent part of this network diagram. Okay, so this network diagram consists of circle and arrow. Circle shows node, or circle is called as node. The number written inside the circle is called as event. This is an arrow. Arrow shows the completion of activity or progress of activity or sequence of activity. Okay, so activity excavation, this is an activity started and move towards to next activity. Arrow shows the progress of activity. So this is an arrow. Above arrow, name of activity is written, and below it, duration required to complete that activity is written. So again, I will remind all the things. Circle and arrows of network diagram. Circle shows the node or called as node The number written inside the circle called as event. This is an arrow which shows the sequence of activity. Above arrow, the name of activity is written, and below it, duration required to complete that activity is written. Okay, so this is all the network diagram and its constituent parts. Now we will see difference between activity and event. So let us see. So activity, what is activity? Activity is performance, that means actual work done on site or actual work done. Okay, so example of activity like excavation, soiling, PCC, foundation casting, mold filling, etc. All are the activities. Okay, now what is event? Event is the beginning or completion of an activity. Okay, so event 1 is, you can see in network diagram, event 1, event 2. When excavation, this activity is starting, then event 1 is also started. When excavation is completed, simultaneously the event 1 is completed and 2 started. Okay, so like this. So it is a beginning or completion of an activity. Okay, called as event. Activity requires time. So all of you know in network diagram, excavation requires 5 days to complete, soiling requires 2 days, etc. and all. So activity requires time and resources for its completion, which is represented by an arrow. Okay, as shown in network diagram. And event does not require time or resources, because when activity started and completed by taking the required time, simultaneously or automatically the event is also completed. The beginning of an activity is tail event. You can see in network diagram, whenever any activity is started, the beginning of an activity is called as tail event, and completion of that activity is called as head event. Okay, so there are different types of events also. We will see one by one. So let us see this network diagram. Okay, so we will work on this same network diagram as we have discussed about it in previous video. So this is an excavation, this is PCC, soiling, reinforcement binding, concreting and mold filling. This is a whole network diagram which shows the duration to complete each and every activity. Okay, so when excavation, this activity is starting, okay, automatically the event 1 is started. When excavation is completed, arrow shows the progress of activity. At this point, after completion of 5 days, excavation activity is completed. That means the completion of event 1. Okay, so when excavation is started, it is called as tail event of an activity, excavation. When excavation is completed, which is called as head event for activity, excavation. Okay, likewise, if you see event 2, okay, at event 2, excavation is completed and soiling and PCC is started. So like this, event 2 is tail event for soiling and tail event for PCC. Okay, previously it was head event for an activity, excavation, because at this point excavation is completed. But on the same point, soiling and PCC started. Therefore, this is tail event for activity, soiling and activity PCC. Okay, likewise 3 and 4. So 3 is head event for activity soiling and 4 is head event for activity PCC. Likewise concreting and reinforcement binding. So previously this point or event 3 was head event for activity soiling, but at this point this is a tail event for activity reinforcement binding. Same here. These are the different types of event is in front of you. So apart from tail event and head event, there are other different types of events also, like merge event, burst event, merge and burst event, and dual role event. So we will see one by one what is concept of this. So first of all, merge event. Okay, so refer this network diagram. In this network diagram, this event 5, you can see there event 5. So at the point of event number 5, two different incoming activities like reinforcement binding and concreting comes and merge into event number 5. Therefore, event number 5 is merge event. Okay, so reinforcement binding and concreting, both the activities merged in event number 5. Therefore, it is called as merge event. Okay, now burst event, refer this network diagram, this event number 2. Okay, at event number 2, SOLI and PCC, two different activities starting. Therefore, 2 is burst event. From this event, two activities starting at the same time. Therefore, it is burst event. And in this event, two different activities merge. That means completed at this event. And at this event, two different activities starting. And next is merge and burst event. Again, refer this network diagram in this event number 5. Okay, at event number 5, two different activities, reinforcement binding and concreting, merge, and at the same time, one different activity, murum filling, starting. Therefore, this is merging and bursting. Okay, completion and starting at the same point. Okay, therefore, this is merge and burst event. And lastly, dual role event. So first of all, you should know what is concept of dual role event. What is dual role event? It is an event which acts as tail event for some activity and the head event for some other activity. Okay, so this type of event is called as dual role event. Okay, refer this network diagram again. This event number 2. Okay, so event number 2 is finishing point of excavation. This is a starting activity excavation. This is tail event for activity excavation, and event number 2 is head event for activity excavation, because at this point excavation activity is completed. This is head event for activity excavation. But at same time, SOLI and PCC are two different activities starting at same event number 2. Therefore, event number 2 is tail event for activity SOLI and tail event for activity PCC. Okay, if you consider event number 4, then this is a head event for activity PCC, and 3 is head event for activity SOLI, and this is tail event for SOLI and tail event for PCC. Therefore, activity number 2 is head event for activity excavation, and at the same time tail event for activity SOLI and activity PCC. Therefore, this type of event is considered as dual role event. Now the next concept of network diagram is dummy activity. So what is dummy activity? Dummy activity shows only for interdependency, which neither requires time or resources for its completion. Okay, so this type of activity is not like a regular activity. A regular activity takes somewhat time to complete, and it is denoted by an arrow. Okay, so this type of activity, dummy activity, does not require any time or resources to complete. Okay, this type of activity is only shown in network diagram only for showing the interdependency of different events. So you can see here event number 3 and 4. After completion of event number 3 and 4, only event number 5 will start. Therefore, there is interdependency on event number 3 and 4. Okay, after completion of 3 and 4, only 5 will start. If for this concreting will not complete, then how can you do murum filling? Okay, therefore there is dependency on event number 3 and 4. Therefore, event number 3 and 4 is shown by dotted line, which is a dummy activity, which does not require time and resources. Therefore, it is shown in dotted line. Okay, this is concept of dummy activity. Next concept in network analysis. Next concept in network analysis is activity on arrow and activity on node. There are two different types to draw a network diagram. First of all, already we have worked on this first type, activity on arrow. In this type, all of you knows event number 1, event number 2, event number 3, 4, 5, like this: activity A, activity B, activity C, activity D, and their duration written below the arrow. Their name of activity written above the arrow, and the duration to complete is written below the arrow. All of you knows this process, and by following this process already we have drawn this type of network diagram. Okay, so this is a activity on arrow type of network diagram. Now next is activity on node diagram. Okay, so how to draw a network diagram with this process, that is activity on node. All of you knows this circle is called as node, and the number written inside is event. So like this is node, which is shown by a rectangle. Okay, so activity on node. In this type, activity now starting, activity A and B started simultaneously, C and D, and lastly comes to an end of the project, and their duration is also mentioned below the line. Okay, so what is main difference between activity on arrow and activity on node? So on activity on arrow, the name of an activity written above the arrow, and in the activity of node process or activity or node type, the name of activity is written inside this box. Okay, so this is main difference between activity on arrow and activity on node. So if you understood today's lecture, thank you for joining the lecture and also watching this video. Thank you.